Welcome to my practice of mindful movement. Today's practice is a gentle practice enabling us to move out of our heads and into our bodies. Our first pose is mountain. Stand in the middle of the mat. Feet together, more doable. Feet hip width apart, more difficult. Press down equally with the four corners of your feet into the floor. Squeeze your ankles, your shins, your inner thighs together. Press your tailbone down, engage your core. Stretch the side body long from your hip to your armpits. Momentarily lift your shoulders up to your ears, roll them back and down. Stretch arms down, stretch your fingers down, move your ears back. Turn your attention inwards. Long, slow breath deep into your belly, followed by even longer, slower breath out. Nowhere to be, nothing to do. Moving into summit pose. From here, lift your arms up overhead. Clasp your hands together. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Move your arms back in line with your ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down your back. Press down equally with the four corners of your feet into the floor. Squeeze your ankles, inner shins, inner thighs together. Engage your core. What does this mean? It means imagine if you were lying on a bed trying to put on a tight pair of jeans, and that movement that you do with your tummy to enable that to happen. But it's also not the grip of death. It's just a light hold on your core. From here, stretch your side body long, which is the point between your hip and your armpit. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down your back. Exhale, inhale, and come into half forward fold. So you're folding from the hips, place your hands on the floor in front of your shoulders, walk them forward a few inches. Press down with your feet into the floor. Press down with your hands into the floor. If your hands don't make the floor, that's fine. Just lift them off the floor 6 or 8 inches. Lift your head and look up. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, and come into full forward fold. So hinging even more forward, bringing your head towards your knees if that's available for you. And take a breath here. Breathing in and breathing out. And now move forward into down dog. So walk your hands towards the front end of your mat. Walk your feet back. Feet hip width apart, more doable. Press down with your feet into the floor. Squeeze your legs together. Engage your core. Press hands into the floor. Lift your hips as high as you can. Look at a point between your thumbs. Bring your awareness to your breath. Long, slow breath in. Even longer, slower breath out. And now, come gently down onto the floor into child's pose. Again, knees apart, slightly easier. Knees together, more difficult. Stretch your arms out in front of you and allow your head to come towards the floor. Sink back in your heels, breathing in and breathing out. Moving into cat-cow, place your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Exhale, round your back up towards the ceiling, allow your head to drop. Inhale, lift your head, look up, sink down between your shoulder blades. And continue doing this for at least 5 to 7 or 8 times. Exhaling, rounding up. Inhaling, sinking down. Body following breath. Coming back to a neutral place to move into downward facing dog. Place your hands wide, slightly wider than your shoulders. Turn your toes under. Lift your knees off the floor. Lift your hips up. Push down with the heels of your hands into the floor. Squeeze your arms towards each other. Engage your core. Lift your hips a little bit higher. Invite your heels to come towards the floor. More doable. Feet hip width apart. More difficult, feet together. Look at a point between your thumbs. Breathing in and breathing out. Walk your hands towards the back of the mat to come into half forward fold, slight bend on the knees. Lift your head, look up, hands under shoulders. Press the backs of your knees towards the wall behind you. Engage your core, turn your sit bones out. Press firmly down with your 2 feet into the floor, breath by breath, being in the pose. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hinge forward to come into full forward fold. Allow your head to drop as if to look back between your legs, pressing down equally with your 4 points of your 2 feet into the floor. If it's available to you, begin to straighten your legs. From here, place your hands on your hips, squeeze your elbows towards each other. Inhale with a slight bend in your knees and make your way back up to standing. Hands by your side. Press down with the 4 corners of your feet into the floor. Squeeze your shins in. Squeeze your thighs. Engage your core. Stretch the body, the side body long, from your hips to under your armpits. Momentarily lift your shoulders up to your ears. Roll them back and down. Stretch arms down. Stretch fingers down. Move your ears back. Close your eyes. Turn your attention inwards. Bring your awareness back to your breath. That brings us to the end of our first round of mindful movement. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the mat.